Hi everyone, welcome to the Aesthetic Treatment Rooms. So my name's Rachel, this is Dr. Helen.
Hello.
As you are probably aware, we have been doing a series of lives just to discuss common issues that patients have when they come to clinic. So today we are going to be discussing the loss of facial volume and deep folds. So just for your information, we have opened some treatment planning slots, so you can find them on our website. Just go to book appointment and you can choose to book with either myself or Helen, and we can have a little look at any issues that you've got and then just sort of take things from there. So,
and there is a chance that you may want to come and do that at maybe one of our new venues.
Yes.
We've been very busy today. We went up to one of them today, which is being olden out, decorated, and possibly coming mid-June.
yes.
Which is really exciting. So we're pleased to be having a sit down.
Yeah, it's literally the only time I've sat down all day, so yeah, very happy. So, as we say, loss of facial volume and deep folds is what we're going to talk about today. It is a very common issue. It happens to
Everyone. Men and women.
So it is something that we do treat quite a lot. What we're going to do first is we're going to hand over to Dr. Helen. She's going to go through the different causes of loss of facial volume and deep folds.
So I think if you watched our video that we put up last week, you probably find some similarities with this, don't you? I mean, let's face it, a lot of the problems are caused by similar factors, but just in a slightly different way. So we need to kind of understand what is actually causing the loss of volume and what causes these deep folds before we can actually look at how to treat them. If we understand the underlying problem, we can then look at the appropriate treatment, which is going to help us to address the problem. So the major factor here, as always, nearly, is aging. So the problem is when we look at aging, that there's two factors at play there, or two big things that we look at. One of them is the loss of collagen and elastin, and the second one is the change in the fat pads in our face. So we've spoken about the change in collagen and elastin before. This is quite a sort of a common theme that runs through a lot of things. If we think about these two proteins in our skin, the collagen is like the structure of our skin, and then the elastin is the bounce back. It's the thing that gives your skin the resilience to be able to kind of bounce back into position again. As we get older, the skin becomes thinner and it becomes less able to kind of hold our structure again. As we get over about the age of 40, women especially, we tend to lose more collagen and elastin, and your skin is less able to repair that and to produce more of it. So we kind of need to look at methods to preserve it and to help our skin produce more of it. The second thing is obviously the facial fat pads, and they are responsible for providing fullness and giving shape to our face. It helps us to give that the contours that helps to make us look younger. It gives us that youthful appearance. That's what we're all striving for.
Yeah.
So it's divided into several compartments, such as your forehead, the temples, your cheeks, and around sort of your jawline as well. If we lose volume in those fat pads, which tends to happen as we get older, so we lose volume, the fat pads become smaller, they shrink, and with gravity they do tend to drop as well. And if we look at an area like sort of the middle cheek here, where you've got the apple of your cheek, traditionally this is something that younger people have more fullness here. As you get older, it tends to be a bit flatter, but if it drops, we tend to get deeper lines forming here, we have deeper lines forming here, and we have that jowly bit that kind of drops at the bottom. That's lovely, yeah.
Thank you.
Do that.
Thank you.
But similarly, if we lose volume in the temple here, you kind of get a hollowed out appearance, and then you get this sunken appearance here, and that can give you sort of a more tired appearance as well. The next thing is genetics. Unfortunately, we can't fight what we were given, but you can help to resist it as far as possible. So how your parents or grandparents age will have quite a big impact on your future and how you will age as well. It's going to influence how quickly your skin ages. It's going to influence the collagen and elastin production in your skin as well, and the shape and the structure of your face. So we kind of look to slow down this aging process, and we are looking to reduce the appearance of the loss of facial volume as far as possible. The other thing which Rachel and I go on and on and on and on about is the sun. So much damage is caused by sun. The UV radiation is such a major contributor to aging, and that obviously when we're looking at the loss of facial volume and the creation of these folds, which is going on from the lines and wrinkles that we had last week. It just accelerates the breakdown of the collagen and elastin, as well as predisposing you to skin cancers and pigmentation and all the different things as well. And obviously over time, prolonged sun exposure especially, and it's people who sun worshippers and people who work outside as well.
Yeah.
We find a big problem with people who are like outdoor all the time in all weathers. It basically means that you get accelerated aging. You know, accelerated degradation of the collagen and elastin means that you age quicker. So anything you can do to help to prevent that, SPF, all of the time.
Always.
Because it helps to protect you against not only UVA, UVB radiation, so that's the aging and the burn side of it, but you've got a lot of them can protect against blue light and infrared or near infrared as well. So that can help to just protect your skin. Plus hat, sunglasses, cover up, don't go out in the midday sun, cower away from the sun.
Yeah, like me.
Like Rachel does.
Let's all pretend we're ginger.
But as much as we like the sun, everyone likes to be on holiday and things, you must do these things to protect yourself. A lot of treatments, if you are suffering with sun damage and you're still exposing your skin to the sun, are pointless. We can undo a little bit of that sun damage, and it takes a bit of time. As time goes on, the more and more we can undo. But as soon as you go outside and get burned or expose your skin to the sun without any SPF and things, you're really gonna undo all that goodness, really.
Yeah.
So it really is a case of a bit of a lifestyle change with that. Speaking of lifestyle changes, lifestyle is another big factor that we need to look at. So obviously correct nutrition is so good for your skin. So having foods that are high in vitamins and minerals are going to help with your skin turnover. It helps to maintain your general appearance. It means you get the right nutrients to where they need them for your cells to keep replicating for that all important collagen and elastin that we've repeatedly mentioned over and over again.
It's still going as well.
Yeah, over and over again. But things like smoking, alcohol consumption, they have a significant impact on your skin health and your appearance as well. So the chemicals in cigarette smoke can damage that.
Collagen and elastin.
That's the one. And then the damage can lead to breakdown of the skin support structure. And that, again, we're going back to the development of lines, wrinkles, folds in the skin. Smoking reduces the blood flow to the skin, and again reduces the oxygen and the nutrients which are going to be delivered to the skin, which also has an impact with the turnover. And it just means that your skin looks a bit more dull, it looks a bit more lifeless. It causes the skin to become, dehydrated and dull, and alcohol is the same, really. An excessive consumption of alcohol is going to make you very dehydrated generally. But never fear, there are treatment options.
There are.
And our little expert on restoring volume to the face is going to tell you all about them.
So yes, there are a number of different options that are available. Probably the most common treatment option that we'll do here is dermal fillers. Now the reason for this is if you've lost a bit of volume, you need to add a bit of volume. So we use dermal fillers for that, which is basically a gel form of high hyaluronic acid. Now high hyaluronic acid is naturally occurring in the body, so it makes it a safe product to use. Like I say, we would use that to just restore any areas where you've got especially deep folds. We would pop it in there to smooth that out. If you have got a lot of hollowing, it's particularly men, as they age, they lose a lot of volume in their mid cheeks. So sometimes obviously we would pop filler in that area just to make things look a little bit as they would when they were younger. Rejuvenated. We have things like laser resurfacing. That is something that's going to sort of deepen the deeper lines. The deeper lines, it's going to shallow them out a little bit by removing the top layer of dead, dull skin. Chemical peels will work the same. Basically, it's going to stimulate
collagen and elastin.
Yeah. So it's just going to help sort of plump out things and make the folds less visible. There's something else called plasma fibroblasting. This is sublimating the skin. So it's basically going to change the skin, the area that you treat, from a solid straight to a gas, which basically just shrinks the skin and tightens things, which can help sort of rejuvenate a little bit. It's also going to stimulate
collagen and elastin.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Then we have something called microneedling. This also stimulates.
Don't tell me. Collagen and elastin.
It is. So this causes lots of tiny little areas of trauma, which is going to obviously boost the body's natural healing defense, which again is going to sort of tighten things and make things look a lot more sort of rejuvenated. There are something called skin boosters. You can use these. It is basically just injectables into the skin. There's various different brands. We've used quite a few, some better than others. This adds hyaluronic acid into the skin. So this is going to plumpen out the skin, make things a lot more hydrated. So it's going to make things look a lot more plump. So any sort of deep folds, it can make them look less
foldy.
Foldy, yeah, basically. There's something called mesotherapy. It's using a microneedling device, so it will stimulate
collagen and elastin.
Yes, it does. But it also introduces vitamins, minerals and amino acids into the skin. So again, it is going to give you that smoothing effect.
Which is what we want.
Definitely. There is a newish sort of treatment called radiofrequency. Now, this uses ultrasound technology and it works on the deeper layers of the skin. And funny enough, it stimulates
collagen and elastin.
It certainly does, but from a deeper level. So because it's doing that from a deeper level, what it's going to do is it's going to give you like a firming, tightening, lifting effect as well. So they are the non-surgical options. They are what you can find in medical aesthetic clinics. If you were looking for something more dramatic, more drastic, you would be looking at like a surgical option. Surgical options, you're looking at facial fat transfer. So basically where the surgeon is going to take fat from somewhere else in your body and put it in your face. So just to sort of give you the natural structure that you would have had as you were younger. Again, that is the surgical option. So as with anything, there's always a surgical or non-surgical option. Non-surgical options are quite popular, and the reason for that is there's obviously less downtime, you've got less risks and side effects, minimal downtime. A lot of people can have the treatments and then go straight to work, which is obviously something a lot of people do.
Well, nobody wants to have to hide away, really, do they?
No.
And I kind of think if you can get the results that you want, it might take a little bit longer. But I think if you can get the results you want without having to kind of sacrifice any of your social life or family time, then all the better, really, isn't it?
And not having to use your holidays. Keep your holidays for when you can
go on holiday.
Go on holiday, definitely. All of these different treatment options, you would have to speak to your clinician about, because some won't be suitable for different people. So it totally depends on a lot of different factors, from age, medical history, skin tone, skin type, and or like your overall health and lifestyle choices. For example, if you are a sun worshipper, there's no point in working on pigment problems or having like the chemical peels because you're going to go back out into the sun, and you're just going to reverse everything. So then you're looking at more like other options like fillers, for example,
or just wear an SPF,
or wear an SPF. And
both.
And wear the SPF.
Yeah.
You should always wear an SPF anyway, really. So yeah, that's all of the information on lost facial volume and folds. Like was said before, we do have a couple of options for treatment planning slots. So how you would do that is just visit our website. You can go through the online booking portal and you can select either, as was said earlier, myself or Dr. Helen, and we can go through different treatment options with you from that point of view.
It is 30 minutes dedicated solely to talking about you and your problems. I mean,
skin problems.
Skin problems is a limit as to what we can do, but really to come in and talk about what is a problem for you. You know, we want to go through everything for you. We can go through your medical history with you and make sure that they're suitable for you. We can go through what your expectations are and what you'd like to achieve, as well as your budget as well, and making sure that we have a treatment option which is suitable for you and going to meet your needs as far as possible. So if you are in any doubt, please just book in, come and have a chat. We're quite friendly, really.
We're quite canny.
And we're more than happy to see you and just talk through things with you and answer any questions that you've got. So we hope that you found that useful, and come and have a chat. We'd be delighted to see you, and look out for next week.
So next week we are talking about pigmentation.
It's an exciting one, isn't it?
Very exciting. Very exciting, that one.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great night. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.